YouTube family. I am sitting in my car in front of the gym. Check this out. Look at that right there. Gold's Gym. And it is Good Friday, so I did not have work. I'm a teacher, so we are off from school, and it has been exactly 2 weeks since my hernia repair surgery, and that's how long the doctor told me to stay out of the gym. So I think it's gonna be a really good Friday. I am back. I am going to work out. Now, note, I am not gonna try to, PR on squats or deadlifts or anything. That would just be dumb. So this is my first time back in the gym for 2 weeks, other than one time I just needed to get out of the house and I literally walked on the treadmill for like 15 minutes one time and just really wanted to see the inside of my gym. And so I did that. But that is the only thing I have done really physically besides just everyday stuff since my surgery. So today, like I said, I am back. I am going to do a leg workout, and it's mostly probably going to be some body weight stuff, maybe some resistance band, or very light weights, okay? Like, I'm talking about like at least like half of what I would probably normally do. I really don't want to injure myself or cause anything that is still in its final stage of healing, just not to, continue healing and get me fully recovered, just in case. So always good to ease your way back in. And on Monday, I'm gonna start my cut. I had been bulking, and then during this recovery time, I was just kind of trying to maintain what I had. And so now, finally, I'll be able to start my cut. And my plan is for Monday, the day after Easter. I'm giving myself Easter to have, a few pieces of candy and etc. before I start my cut. So that's the plan. So I will see you inside and show you what I do. Hey guys, welcome to my commentary for the 6 moves to target the underbutt area. So your underbutt is the area where your glutes, the bottom of your glutes, okay, and the top of your legs or your hamstrings basically meet and come together. It's basically the cleavage that is there. So the bigger that your butt is, and the leaner the back of your legs are and more developed that your hamstrings are, you are going to have a better looking underbutt area. So these moves definitely do work all of your leg muscles, but I tried to choose those that are going to target more of your glutes and your hamstrings. So that first move that you saw was a back squat. What's different about it was that my stance was a little bit wider. My toes were turned outward, and I was going as low as I could go to target the glutes more and your hamstrings. So if your legs are a little narrower, and if you just go down to parallel, you're going to hit all of your legs, but more your quads in the front. This next move that I did was a step up with a kickback. So kickbacks are really great for your glutes. So are step ups as well. What I really focused on this step up is pushing through my heel, the heel that was up on the platform. And then also when I was doing my kickback, I tried to squeeze at the top to really contract that glute and hold it there for a second before I came down. So I was doing this on a machine that was made for step-ups, but you can use a platform, you can use a box, you can hold weights, you can put a barbell on your back. There are a lot of different variations that you could do this exercise with at the gym or even at your house. This third move I really love for the glutes. So this is a kneeling squat. I'm using a Smith machine to do this. And make sure that you put something under your knees. I had a nice foam pad underneath so that I wouldn't injure my knees or it wouldn't be too painful. I didn't do really heavy weight on this because you don't really need it, but basically all you're going to do is while you're kneeling, you're going to come down slowly until your glutes basically touch the top of your heels, and then you're going to quickly thrust your hips forward, upward, and squeeze. Alright, my second to last exercise is known as a stiff-legged or a straight leg deadlift. I performed this with the Smith machine as well, but there are other variations. You may use a barbell, or you can even use 2 dumbbells, one in each hand. And there are also such things as a one-legged deadlift, which is very challenging because it requires a lot of core and balance. I recorded this from 2 different angles. I want to remind you, even though it is called a stiff or straight-legged deadlift, that you don't ever want to fully lock out your knees. So there is a slight bend in my knees. Also, when you are leaning forward, you want to run the bar basically down the front of your legs. Keep it as close to your leg as possible. Occasionally, I even hit my shin and sometimes end up with a bruise, but you do want to keep it as close to your body as possible. The range of motion on the Smith machine was not that great, so I had to stand on a platform, a box, so that I could get a really good stretch in the back of my hamstrings when I was all the way at the bottom. And again, when you come up, you want to push through your heels so that you really hit those hamstrings, push those hips forward and squeeze the glutes when you're fully standing at the top. All right, my last exercise that I did to target the underbutt was very challenging for me. It was a hamstring curl using an exercise ball. So most gyms actually have a hamstring curl machine of some sort, either a lying hamstring curl or even a seated one. I find this very challenging doing them this way, and I get a major burn in my hamstrings. All you're going to do is lie on your back, put your heels on the exercise ball, and you're going to really dig through those heels and use those hamstrings to roll it in towards your butt. You also want to keep your tush off the floor and your hips basically in line with the rest of your torso, which was much easier for me to do when I did a 2-legged hamstring curl. In just a minute, you'll see me do a single leg hamstring curl, which requires a lot more core strength and balance. I struggled with this quite a bit, and I believe I only did a sets of 5 or 6 at a time, and I had a much more difficult time keeping my glutes off the yoga mat. The last thing that I wanted to address in this commentary. It's just that I hear people say, you know, I want to lose fat on my arms, or I really want to develop my legs and lean out my legs. I just wanted to remind you that although you can have some results just hitting those specific body parts, you really want to continue working out all of your muscle groups and eating a balanced, healthy diet to decrease your body fat and develop everything on your body. You're going to see bigger results that way. So it's literally impossible to just lose body fat in one particular area and not other parts of your body as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please show your love by subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. And please comment below if you tried any of these. And I also take suggestions if there's specific things that you would like to see, different types of exercises. Let me know in the comments. Thanks!